In this video, we will learn the modal verb, that is, the conjugation and also the sentence structure using modal verbs in German. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. So let's begin. First of all, let us try to understand the modal verbs in English. Modal verbs are helping verbs or auxiliary verbs. That means to say they don't have any specific action as such, but they are used along with the other verbs which are called as main verb to express either permission or necessity, ability or possibility. Some of the modal verbs in English are can, could, may, might, will, and so on. For example, it would be better if you did it the other way. Would is here a modal verb. Whenever you want to go for a polite suggestion, you can use would. Similarly, I must do the homework by today. So must is the highest level of insistence. So whenever there is a strong necessity, there is an obligation, then we use must. Now that we understand modal verbs and how they function in English, let us try to understand the modal verbs in German. In German, we call modal verbs as Modalverben. And in German, there are 7 modal verbs. And again, they express either the permission, necessity, ability, or possibility. They are again helping verb, that is Hilfsverben. And then they work along with the main verb, which is called Hauptverb. Yeah, Haupt means main and verb. And the modal verbs in German are dürfen. Dürfen means to be allowed to, which is equivalent to, I would say, may in English. Können, können means can. Müssen means must. Sollen means should. Wollen means want. Mögen means like. Möchten means would like. So before getting into how to use modal verbs in a sentence, we need to first understand how they are conjugated. Here is a list of the modal verbs dürfen, können, müssen and their conjugations. When the subject is ich, du, er, sie, es, that is the singulars. In that case, the stem of the verb is darf for dürfen. So dürf changes to darf. The same is true for other modal verbs. For example, können, here können changes to kann. Similarly, for the verb müssen, muss is the stem of the verb, which changes to muss. And this change in the stem of the verb happens only for ich, du, er, sie, es as the subject. The second point to notice is that the conjugation for ich and er, sie, es, that is first person and third person singular, are the same. So it is darf, for example, for dürfen, kann for können, muss for müssen. Let us read through the conjugations for dürfen. Dürfen means to be allowed to. If you want to say, I am allowed to, you need to say, ich darf, du darfst, er, sie, es darf, wir dürfen, ihr dürft, sie dürfen und sie dürfen. Können means can. Ich kann means I can. Du kannst. Er, sie, es kann. Wir können. Ihr könnt. Sie können. Sie können. Müssen means must. You can also equate it to have to or need to. So if you want to say I must, you can say ich muss. Similarly, du musst, er, sie, es muss, wir müssen, ihr müsst, sie müssen, sie müssen. Moving on. Sollen means should. If I want to say I should, ich soll. Du sollst. Er, sie, es soll. Wir sollen. Ihr sollt, Sie sollen, Sie sollen. Wollen means to want. If I want to say I want, I write ich will. Du willst, you want. Sie, es will. Wir wollen. Ihr wollt. Sie wollen. Sie wollen. Mögen means to like. If I want to say I like, I write ich mag. Du magst. Sie, es mag. Wir mögen. Ihr mögt. Sie mögen. Sie mögen. Möchten means would like. If I want to say I would like, I write ich möchte. Du möchtest. You would like. Sie, es möchte. Wir möchten. Ihr möchtet. Sie möchten. Sie möchten. Now that we understand the conjugation of the modal verbs, let us try to understand the sentence structure using a modal verb. As I mentioned, modal verb is a helping verb or auxiliary verb, and it has no specific action as such, and most of the time it works along with another verb, which is the main verb or Hauptverb. In a sentence with modal verb, we need to write the subject in the first position and then the modal verb. Of course, the modal verb is conjugated according to the subject. Then we need to put the object in the third position, and finally the Hauptverb, that is the main verb. For example, will eine Pizza essen. So here, essen is the main verb. Will means want. So this sentence translates to, he wants to eat a pizza. Now let's look into the next example. Du musst die Hausaufgabe erledigen. You must complete the home assignment. Now let us understand the structure of a question using modal verb. So in that case, we have the conjugated modal verb in the first position, the subject in the second position, the object in the third position, and finally the Hauptverb, that is the main verb along with the question mark. For example, will eine Pizza essen? He wants to eat a pizza. Musst du die Hausaufgabe erledigen? You must complete the home assignment. So that's about the structure of a question and a reply statement, which includes a modal verb along with the main verb. Now let us try to dig in a little deeper into each of the modal verbs and try to understand the situations or the context in which we use the modal verbs. First off, müssen. So müssen is a little stronger, so we need to be a little careful before using it. We can use müssen whenever the subject is obligated to do something, whenever it is the duty of the subject to do something, or whenever there is a strong necessity to do something, then we need to use müssen. We can equate it to must or have to or need to in English. Zum Beispiel, for example, wir müssen die Maske tragen. So we must wear the mask. Wearing mask is a necessity. That's why we use müssen here. Sie müssen die Prüfung bestehen. That means you need to pass the exam. Again, it is necessity. Muss am Samstag arbeiten. So he has to work on Saturday. So the moment you see arbeiten, that is work, that means you're obligated to do it. Yeah, it's your duty. So we can use muss in this case. Now let us try to understand when to use sollen. Sollen means should, and it implies a lower level of insistence compared to müssen. Again, whenever there is necessity, you need to use sollen. Zum Beispiel, wir sollen täglich Sport treiben. We should play sport daily. Sie sollen im Bett bleiben. For example, there is a patient and then the patient needs bed rest. Then we say the patient should take bed rest. Er soll rechtzeitig Tabletten nehmen. He should take tablets on time. Wollen means to want. Zum Beispiel, wir wollen Spieleabend planen. So we want to plan Spieleabend. Spieleabend is playing game in the evening. Ich will mehr Freizeit. I want more free time. Ihr wollt Volleyball spielen. You all want to play volleyball. Then we have dürfen. Dürfen means to be allowed to. Basically, we use dürfen to express if something is prohibited or permitted. Zum Beispiel, du darfst hier nicht rauchen. You're not allowed to smoke here. Darf ich reinkommen? May I come in? Die Kinder dürfen Computerspiele spielen. The kids are allowed to play computer games. Then we have können. Können means can or is able to. It is used to express that somebody has some skills, somebody is capable of doing something, or somebody has a possibility to do something. Zum Beispiel, wir können zusammen entscheiden. We can decide together. Sie kann gut singen. She is capable of singing good. Ihr könnt die Prüfung bestehen. You all can pass the exam. Then we have mögen. Mögen means to like. So whenever you want to express that you like something, basically like some object, like a noun or pronoun, then you can use mögen. Zum Beispiel, magst du Schokolade? Do you like chocolate? Wir mögen das Lied. We like the song. Ich mag Orangensaft. I like orange juice. And finally, möchten. Möchten means would like. Whenever you want to say you would like to do some activity, then you can use möchten. Zum Beispiel, ich möchte heißes Frühstück essen. I would like to eat hot breakfast. Er möchte Witze erzählen. He would like to tell jokes. Ihr möchtet Pizza bestellen, oder? You all would like to order pizza, or? So that is about the 7 modal verbs and example sentences. Now there is another common question I get, that is mögen versus möchten versus gern. When to use what? So first of all, mögen, as I mentioned, it is used to express liking or not liking something. For example, ich mag Schokolade. I like chocolate. Wir mögen die Wohnung. We like the apartment. Now, if you want to say, I do not like chocolate. Ich mag keine Schokolade. Then we have möchten. Möchten means would like. That is, if you would like to do some activity, it is expressed using möchten. Ich möchte heißes Frühstück essen. I would like to eat hot breakfast. Möchtet ihr nach Amsterdam fahren? Would you all like to travel to Amsterdam? Gern is also used to express that you like to do some activity, just like möchten, but it's just another alternative to möchten, I would say. For example, ich trinke gerne eine Tasse Tee. I gladly drink a cup of tea. Anna backt gerne Torte für mich. Anna gladly bakes cake for me. So if you love to do some activity, you can either use gerne. For example, ich backe gerne, I bake gladly, or I love to bake. Koche gerne, ich spiele gerne Fußball. I love to play football. So that's all in this video, guys. Have a nice day. Schönen Tag noch. Tschüss.